Okay. Sorry, that took me a little bit to get this strategized. I realized there's a little more that I needed to do before we were ready to put it into the blog post. Now we're ready. So I'm on that one page. I've changed the title, I've changed the slug, and I've added a category. So over here on the side, you can see that it is still a draft. Um, you can always save drafts if you need to feed Brody and come back to it later. So always make sure that you save your drafts. In fact, I'm just going to do it right now really quickly. And um, once you have completed your draft and it's ready to go live, then you just simply press the publish button. But we're not ready for that yet. Um, I'm going to actually populate these right now. For Brody's Buddies, um, I am thinking of potentially adding a Brody's Buddies intro to every post that's a Brody's Buddies post. Um, and so I don't know what that's going to be quite yet, and I actually haven't even talked to you about it. So I'm just going to put this in there as filler for now, and then I'm going to call you in like T minus 10 minutes, and I'm going to ask what you think about it. But for now, oops, I am just going to put that in there for now. So let's pretend that's a whole intro about all of the cool dudes and dudettes who are Brody's buddies. Okay, so I'm going to save that. So that one's done. Next we have the intro to Samuel's story. So I actually kind of went through and redid all of this to make it a little more make sense. And the first section, she wants this photo of Samuel and then his little introduction. So introduction. So I'm going to copy this and paste it into this heading section. So I'm going to hover over here and click this edit button. This will pop up and I'm going to paste into here. But beforehand, WordPress has different formats and font sizes. So the way that we can change that is you'll see that this text right here is heading 2. You have heading 1 all the way through heading 6. Heading 1 is, as you see, huge font, which you typically won't ever mess with heading 1. Otherwise, most text on a page is always paragraph. But for these ones, since they're like really cool callouts next to photos, I make them larger font. So we're gonna, well, that was a paragraph, but I'm gonna paste this in, and I'm gonna make it heading 2. So there we go. This is Sammy. Sammy was born on this date. He was born with surprise cleft palate. Here is our story. Perfect. So I'm gonna save it. It's in there, and now I need to update this photo. In order to do that, we're editing the column as a whole. So I'm going to click this edit button right here. And I'm going to click on style. And there's cute little Brody. And I'm sorry, Brody, but Samuel's going to take over. So get rid of that. And I need to add a photo of Samuel. I haven't uploaded Samuel's photos into the media library yet, but I will in a second. This is your media library. Voila. Pretty cool. It's all of your photos. And let's upload some files. So I'm going to select files. And we're going to get out of Brody's folder. And we're going to go into Samuel's folder. We have all these photos. I am going to upload all of them. So I'm selecting all, open, and give it a second for these to upload. So, how was your day? Oh man. coming along. I'm gonna pause it so I don't waste your time or my time. Hold on. Okay, we're back at it. They all finished loading, and one thing I want to note is that these are huge file sizes. Normally, I would not allow that, but they're already in here, and I'm tired, and it's gonna be okay as long as you make sure that every photo that you upload onto this media library is not 2000 by 2000, then you're okay. Typically, I like to keep them a little smaller. Like this one's good. We're at 958 by 959, but these are all pretty large. So just something to be aware of. All right, so this is Samuel's photo that she wants to use. I might have to do some cropping. We're gonna plug this in and see what happens. Oh my gosh, it's huge. All right, add media. All right, let's save that and let's just see what it looks like. Okay, it's loaded. So I'm gonna save this draft. And I'm gonna preview this. The Wi-Fi here sucks. All right, I haven't edited the featured image yet. That's why we're still seeing Cute Brody. Okay. All right. So as you can see, it's kind of cutting him off a bit. So we have a few options. We can do some cropping with the image to get it to fit. We can change the positioning of where it's starting at. I'm gonna play around with this really quick. Right now it's starting at center top, so I'm actually gonna see if we can do more of a center. Again, I don't want to waste your time, so I'm gonna pause this and I'm gonna play around with it, and then I'm gonna come back to you. Cool. Okay, sorry about that. Finally, I cropped it and I did a few changes with the settings, and I just made this section a little larger. So there's Samuel. Okay, so that's complete. This row right here. So now let's move on to the next row, which is going to be all of this text. And so I'm going to copy that and paste it in. Make sure that there's something I like want to italicize or bold. I can save that for the end too, but save that. So that's in there. And I'll just show you one more of these to show you what it's like. But next section is another photo and text. So I'm going to copy this. And because I put the photo on the left side, I want to put the photo on the right side for this round. And up next we have a heading, which is not what I want. I want this, but the opposite with the photo on the right. So I'm going to find that, which is right here, photo on the right, text on the left. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to drag it up to right here. Make sure I put that in the right spot. Nope. Okay, so it's under the text block of her starting off about she had a normal pregnancy and that it's her fifth time. All right, I'm gonna edit this text. Delete, paste, and I'm gonna change it again to heading 2. And also, I'm going to italicize this and, you know, make it a little more dramatic. Okay, I think that should be good. Save and add the photo again, and she wants photo by label number 2. Sorry, go to style again. Bye-bye, Brody. Number 2 should be this one, I believe. Yep, number 2, add to media, or add media. This one I'll definitely need to crop, I believe. But we can test it out. Whatever, save changes. And save draft. Let's just pretend that it worked. I'm sure it won't. I'll go back in and crop it, but I don't want to waste your time. So that's kind of the general concept of playing around with these rows. Sometimes you'll have more than one of rows where you have the heading on the left and the photo on the right. In that case, if you want to duplicate it, all you have to do is click this little clone this row and it will duplicate it for you. See, it just popped up and I don't want it, so I'm actually going to delete it, which is really easy. So you can just play around with all of these, but don't delete anything until you know for sure you don't need it, because these are sometimes they're a pain to recreate because they have a lot of styling that's built into the back end of them. So just keep what you have until the very end. So once you have that all populated, you'll definitely want to change the featured image. So this is the featured image is what appears behind this text, and then it also is what appears as the blog post preview. So right here. So I'm going to change that right now. I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to set featured image. And we're going to make it that. Or that. I don't care. We'll do that for now. Okay. That's pretty much it. It just takes a while to get this all properly set up. Make sure that you always save the draft and then preview it before pushing it live. Even once you push it live, make sure you preview it again to make sure it looks good. But that is pretty much it. Okay, bye. Love you. Bye 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 bye.